A new service center is coming to Papillion, the business we are quite familiar with.
Oh, very. Schrock Innovations Papillion location is on the move. But don't worry, their helpful service, it's staying the same.
It's time to compute this with Thor Schrock of Schrock Innovations. Good to see you, Thor.
Good to see you guys. How are you doing
today?
Can
we just tell everybody what we were just talking about? We were asking Thor what he would dress up as. Oh. And Jake said he should dress as a floppy disk.
I thought that's a great idea.
Who even knows what those are anymore?
Yeah, so no one knew what it was. Like, ooh, look, he's a square.
He's a square
But
with
then I said,
some
how much
silver.
memory? It's 1.44 meg, right?
Yep.
On one of those floppy disks?
If it was double-sided, double density.
Double-sided,
That's not even one song, really, these days, fitting on there. That's insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's move on. We got some big news to talk about. We've mentioned it before. You have a new Papillion location.
Well, we don't have it yet. We're working on it.
Well, excuse me.
We're building
You're working on you will have a new. Gosh, Thor, you always give me such a
These
hard
things
time.
don't just come up out of nowhere. You have to actually like build them and stuff.
Okay, you're building.
These computer guys are very specific.
I know,
You got to be specific with these guys.
0.44.
1.44. So this new Papillion Service Center, right?
Yep, it has 26.75 bench spots. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, it actually the new Papillion Service Center. We're just moving down the street a little bit. So we're on 72nd and Highway 370 right now.
Right.
And we're moving down to 84th and Highway 370 on Olson Drive into the Midlands Place Plaza there. We've talked about it on the show before, but I want to remind everybody. My wife and I are terrified that people are going to drive by and see like Schrock is gone and be like, oh no, they went out of business. Like no, we just moved up the street a little bit.
Just
It
moving on.
It seems like a lot of work, though. I mean, you're doing a lot of work. Here's some pictures
Yeah.
from inside the remodel of your new space. Why are you moving just down the block?
Well, you know, interesting things. A couple things. First of all, when you build a computer repair service center, you know, we built a few of them over the years, you know, going back in time. And you learn little things like on the wall, look where all the power outlets and the data outlets are at. You know, that's not normal for an office space. You want them higher, and then there's one for every computer that you're going to have on the bench. But what you don't see behind me in that picture is there's another wall that is just on the right, behind that wall on the right there, that's a sitting desk.
Okay.
And that's the first thing. In all the 18 years of Schrock Innovations, like we don't have chairs in the back of our service center. We have one stool back there because if I give my guys chairs, they tend to just sit all day and do nothing.
Well, they take naps.
Yeah. I had an employee once literally go to sleep on the front desk. Yeah. Like on the security camera, I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, he's so fired.
Yeah, you can't sleep on the job.
Yeah, like he's asleep on the desk. Like, come on, what's up with that? But so the new Papillion Service Center, it's designed to do some different types of work than we do in our current service center. So when we built our first one, you know, all the outlets were down low and it was all in office configurations. Then we started punching out walls because, you know, the rooms were too small and they got too hot. And so we learned a lot of lessons. Now we know the big open floor plan is the way to go. Outlets and data ports midway up the wall like that, about 4 feet off the floor. But one of the things that is not conducive for is mobile device repair. Mobile device repair, you actually do want to be sitting down for that. It's ergonomically correct to sit down while you're doing that kind of work. It's very precise work that requires focus.
Small, tedious work, isn't it?
Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons in the past we never let the employees and the technicians in the back room, you know, have big comfy chairs and stuff because they'll just sit in them. And if they're sitting in the chairs, they're not moving between my customers' computers, making sure they're getting repaired, you know, in a normal way. Well, with a phone repair or a tablet repair, it's very precise work.
Yes.
You tear one cable, it's $16, and that's like the entire margin. There's not a lot of money in phone repairs and stuff, but unfortunately, all the devices are getting smaller. You know, everybody's got tablets and phones now. We've gone from a world where people had 2 or 3 computers in their house, so now they have, you know, a computer, maybe 2, and a phone and a tablet. And so Schrock in the past hasn't done repair work on on those devices before. And when the new Papillion Service Center is being asked why we're moving, we could not do this in the service center we were in. It was just not configured for it. And the cost to reconfigure the service center that we were in was actually more expensive than building a brand new one. Go figure.
Is this service center larger?
It's no, it's a little bit smaller actually.
It is, okay.
It's a little bit, we've learned a little bit about how to use our space more efficiently. The shipping and receiving center, apparently when you're selling laptops and tablets and things, you need a smaller shipping and receiving center. And these things take up less space in the warehouse because they're smaller. And so, yeah, we can put more of them on the shelves with fewer shelves. So basically we were able to reduce the footprint of the shop a little bit while at the same time taking that money that would have normally been spent in finishing out the square footage and adding a few little extras like the new tools that we're buying for the phone repair stuff. We already have the best tools of any mobile device repair company in Omaha. We've hired a few people who work at the different companies to come work for us.
Yeah,
and they walk in and they bring their own tools in with them. I'm like, what's with the tools? And like, you know, a guy came in with rubber gloves on and tools. I'm like, you don't have to wear gloves here if you don't want to, unless you're fixing a phone or something, because like, you know, I don't know if it's like a you thing, and he was like, oh, it's a me thing.
Yeah.
Like, so he's bringing his own tools
gloves,
too.
yeah.
Okay, whatever. But no, they bring their own tools because they haven't been able to count on their previous employers actually having quality tools
right
for them
stuff, yeah.
to disable or to disassemble phones.
So when's this all going down? When's the big move?
Gotcha. So we're the service center should be finished in late November. We'll be moving in the month of December, which is, you know, always awesome. So what you're going to see,
Yeah, right before the holidays.
you're right before the holidays.
Yeah.
You know, who made that lease end in December? That was so stupid. But basically, what you're going to see in the Papillion Service Center, and you have to forgive our mess, is you're going to see like the front counters going out, and there'll be like a folding table up there
Yeah.
for the cash purchase table.
Well,
you know,
it takes time.
yeah. So
and
we're
you
going
wanna
to be
get
moving
open.
stuff
Transition.
out.
It's-
Yeah. So
that
it does take some time, and it will have some disruption. But the cool thing is, both service centers will be completely operational. And just a little heads up. If you have a cracked screen on your phone or something with your mobile device that you've been like, I need to get that fixed, and you just haven't done it, hang on to it till December.
Yeah.
Probably
You're
worth
hinting
it.
At, You're hinting at grand opening specials, I
Oh,
assume.
yeah.
What, can you give us any hints?
Well, we're kicking around some ideas, and we haven't decided on all the details yet. So feel free to email us or call in and tell us what you want us to do. But you know, maybe we're going to do some kind of mobile tablet and phone repair deal. We don't know if we're going to do it at just the Papillion shop because it's the new one, and we're trying to drive people there, or if we're going to do it at all of them.
Okay.
But we're thinking something along the lines of like a free labor on the repair, so you just pay for the part. And then
That's
we'll put it on
nice.
for free, basically. So if you get a screen, that can save you, you know, anywhere from $30 to $50 off the cost of repairing a screen, depending on what kind of phone you have and everything.
So how can our viewers keep up with that? And you know, when can we hear about the special offer? How can we hear about it?
Yeah. Well, the easiest way to do that is probably going to be to tag up on our Facebook page
Okay.
at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations
Yes.
to get all the information and stay current. And as the pictures come around, we'll start posting them up there for you so you can kind of
Okay.
follow the construction if you know you have nothing better to do with your life.
Perfect. Well,
Let's be real. Come on, you're watching a
be
computer
real.
repair shop. It's exciting for me.
Right.
You know.
watching the computer repair shop go up on your computer by minute by minute.
Especially the small, tedious tablet and phone repair work. I'd love to see that. SchrockInnovations.com is a website you can go
Congrats.
Sounds good. Well, you need to crack your phone screen. Maybe we'll fix it on air.
Just boop.
Yeah.
I can find some ways to
to.
do
No
that.
thanks. Right.
Okay, thank you. On Friday,